Ready to get those creative juices flowing? This tutorial's all about making your creations beautiful. This is Connie's front garden. But what's this? It's had all the colour, style and magic sucked out of it. But not to worry, Connie. We can help make the garden pretty again with the power of dreams. Just to start off, all the lighting's already done, but there's room to learn more about that later. And because I'm ever your servant, I've also grouped up some of these objects ready for you. It'll make editing them quicker and easier. So, what does the garden need? Well, it could do with some colour, texture and movement. And the Coat, Style and Effects modes have the perfect tools to do that. Coat, Style and Effects mode are special. They don't create new objects, they modify existing sculptures and paintings. And they work on groups. You can become a master of them all with just a bit of time here. So let's start by adding some colour with the Tint tool. Open the Assembly menu by pressing Square and go to the Modes menu. The Modes menu is this group of icons. Each mode has its own set of tools and options. The Tint tool is in Coat mode, which has an icon that looks like a pot of paint being spilled. Select it by pressing the X button. As you can see, the Assembly menu has now been replaced with the Coat menu. In the top row, you'll find Options and Helpers. Along the bottom, you'll find the tools. Now, which colour to use? Open the Colours menu in the top row of icons. These are all colour groups. You can expand a colour group with X. That'll show you more shades. So much to choose from. I'm going to find a green so we can colour some foliage. But if green's not your thing, you can experiment. Is the menu too long? You can scroll with your imp by grabbing it with R2. Choose a shade, or for a more painterly organic look, choose the tumbler colour at the end of each group. Then it will apply a random shade that will change as you work. When you've chosen a colour, you're ready to go to the next step. To add colour to our scene, we'll use the Tint tool, which has an icon like an airbrush. You can manually select it in the Tools menu. But in Coat mode, choosing a colour from the Colours menu equips the Tint tool automatically. See, the airbrush icon is on the tip of your cursor. The Tint tool recolours objects, either tinting or completely covering their original colour. Just press and hold R2 to tint the objects at the tip of your imp. No need to select or scope into anything. The rounded clumps look a little lonely in this scene. Maybe add a bit of colour there. You can see the longer you hold R2, the stronger the tint gets. And with the tumbler colour selected, it will cycle through different shades. If you make a mistake, you can still undo using the left directional button. Or set your tool to subtract and you can detint. How do you do that? If you press triangle while the tool is active, your imp will become an outline. So now it will subtract tint instead of add. And that works on pretty much all the Coat, Styling and Effects tools. Just press triangle when they're equipped to make them subtractive. Try removing some colour using the subtractive tint. Just hold R2 over the object. And to make the tool additive again, press triangle. Now that you've got to grips with that, you can colour in the whole scene with the Tint tool. Go wild! Use the different colours to tint the path, rocks, river, grass, trees and the little cottage. The Colours menu has all the colours you need. Just open a colour group, then pick a shade or the tumbler colour. Take some time to colour your scene. Then when you're done, move on to the next step. Now your scene is beautifully coloured.